everyone, this is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I'm here to show you how to do a tutorial on the Santa Village die set from Tim Holtz along with Sizzix. They teamed up together to put together this colorized die of the village. I think it's called Santa's Village. I'll link it below. You can buy this die at Hobby Lobby, where I bought it on sale, which was even better. And I have shown this before in my previous Hobby Lobby haul. I had put it together and made that one. And in this video, we're going to put together this one. Now, before we get started, the die comes in 7 pieces. On the back of the die, it'll tell you the color, suggested color. So the first die that you're going to use is the base, and this says gray. And you have to go in order. Now the die tells you the color, but it doesn't tell you the order. So I'm going to show you the order now before I start the rest of the video. Number 1, gray. Number 2, yellow. Yellow meaning for the lights, even though it has a tree. These are all lights. Number 3, brown. These are the buildings, the brown buildings. Number 4, white for the snow. And yeah, for the snow. Let me not say ice, because ice is coming up next. So, and on the back it does say white. So that's number 4. Number 5 is the ice. So I'm just showing you the pieces here. And this is the order that I'm going to put it in. Number 6 is the lights for the tree. So the lights go here and then the tree goes on top. So I've been using gold foil cardstock for both. The reason why I like my little golden star, you can use silver, you can use red. So this can be any color. Just know this piece is what your ornaments are right here and the color of your star. So let me show you up close what I mean. See how it does the ornaments in the background and the star? Many, many layers of paper later. There we go. That's a good shot. Alrighty, come back down. And then last, number 7 is this one. So that's the outside of the tree, the top, this green. So if you want your tree to be white, then you would cut this in white and all the other little trees. And the die does move from right to left. So when you cut a piece out, for example here, the buildings, all these brown bits for the buildings will go in order of the cut this way. So that's nice. It just doesn't tell you the order to cut it in. I had to figure that out. Then I had to write it down. Just for, you know, if I do this 3 more times, do it in different colors, and also to do it here for you guys on the video. And this is what we're going to make now. And I'm also going to give you some tips in about 2 seconds. Alrighty, let's get started. You're going to need a few supplies before you get started. Well, recommended. A pick, pokey tool, or a pick, thing like this, like a little a pokey tool or a die pick. And die picks you can find everywhere. This one is Crafter's Companion. I've talked about it many times. I used this for many years and thought this was it. And then this came along and life got better. So I really like the pokey tool. That's why I talk about it so much. And let's see, what else will you need? Tweezers. Now I'm going to show you, because I've collected these tweezers all over the years. This one I just got the other day at Hobby Lobby at Tuesday morning. So this is like a big, huge tweezer used for paper. I think I'm going to use it for like embossing. I have this one. These type of tweezers, some people love these. I'm not a fan of this because I feel like it's a reverse weird thing. I can't get the hang of it, but some people love it. This one I got from an electrical shop, like a pro electrical shop. This one I used a lot and liked this one a lot. And it opens up like this, and you know, it's just long and it does hold well. And then I also got this one here a couple years ago. Let me see if the light still works. It has a light, so you can look down, but it's still that reverse thing. I think I can use it to hold stuff together, but I never got the feel for it. But then the other day I was watching Elizabeth Crafts, and she uses this like a third hand. And this is her Elizabeth Craft little tweezer. Love this. This works well. So this is a new item for me, and I find that putting together this whole project, it works well. All right, am I focusing? I'm like all out of focus today. There we go. Alrighty, so I got my tweezers, my pick, adhesive. Next up, adhesive. So you can use wet glue, but wet glue on stuff like this is going to seep everywhere. But if you don't have any choices, you know, any options, then yes, wet glue. But no, I'm not using wet glue. I'm using my adhesive sheets. And I did mention in the last video or video before that, I don't use the Xyron. I have them 2-inch, 3-inch, 5-inch, 5 inches wide, all the sizes. This when I first started crafting. And this is relatively new, but I'll use the Xyron only for basic shapes. If it's a square, if it's a circle, because the Xyron leaves adhesive residue, and that residue sticks on everything and messes up projects. So why, you know, why bother? Even with the ATG gun, you can get residue, but you just take your finger and just roll it and it moves. With the Xyron, it leaves it like a web. So that's why I'm not into the Xyron. Now for you know, cutting through a die and having the adhesive on the back, the best thing that came along, Adhesive Sheets. And I have 4 different brands. When I first started using Adhesive Sheets, I think this fellow, Ken Oliver, came out with it first. And I have a bunch of this. This one, it's good, not great. This is like a cross between these and the Xyron. So this one can leave a little bit of a residue, and it's a very soft stick. So you can cut the image, stick it down, and move it over, and then with time, it will hold. So this one, it's okay. Then I got the AliExpress ones from Alina Craft. Very, very good. This comes 10 in a pack. I think it was $3 something. So you can always get this. I'll link it below. And, you know, maybe get 1 or 2 packs and just wait for it to come. This one works well. It's 8.5 by 11, so it's a letter size, so it can work very, very easily for this die. This die is 7 inches wide, so you just cut a strip. That's it. And then also, I have, these are the 2 that I've been telling you guys a lot about, and I'll link both below. This one I like to get, the Sizzix one, at Hobby Lobby on sale, when it goes on sale. This is $6.99 and you get 10 sheets. This one is the Stamps of Life. I buy it from Stephanie Bernard's website, the Stamps of Life, because I am a Stamp of Life die-hard member, so that means I'm in her club and I get a discount on this. I will also link below. I'll put the link to her shop and also the link, I think it sells on Amazon. It also sells on HSN, but every time she lists it on HSN, it sells out. So, and it was like, I think on HSN, it was 20 adhesive sheets for $9.99. Anyway, can we get started? Oh, and you can also use score tape. Now, the reason why you don't see me using score tape as a sticker, where I would stick this down and run it through the die cut machine, I use score tape. This is the most expensive. I use this for making mini albums. These work fine. The adhesive sheets work fine. Xyron, no. But everything else works fine. So there's no need for me to use score tape, but this is an option. It's just a very expensive option. And all right, let me bring in my little mat here, because I think for the visual. And I have my little die cut machine over here to the side, my little Empress Mini. Yes, I have her off to the side here. And what I realize, this project goes in stages. Alrighty, so let's cut the base layer. You don't have to put adhesive on the base layer. You can if you want, but you don't have to, because it's the base layer. And I'm going to use a scrap of gray 110-pound cardstock. Like I said, the color is here if you want to follow it. You don't have to, but you know, first time that you do it, the gray shows here in the building, in the side of the building right here. So the biggest piece is the first piece to cut out. And the good thing about it, when you do cut it, it does sort of emboss in a way. Alrighty. Let's see. Did it cut in one run? It cut. Sometimes with the thicker paper, you have to see how it embosses it. So it gives you like a map of where to put everything. Like a little puzzle. Tim Holtz puzzle. Alrighty, let me move my cutting pads over. And this is a good reference to keep. So I'm going to keep it right here in front of me so I can see what I'm doing. It's off camera though, but I can see it. Alright, so we did the base first. Number 2 is, and I put everything, if you're going to make a bunch of these, it suits you again. Yes, Ziploc bags, snack bags, sandwich bags, they work well. So let's see. Number 2 is yellow for lights. And I'll put the order below. So here, that's for my mini album. making that Dia de los Muertos mini album. I have some yellow cardstock here. And I put the adhesive sheet on the back already just for speed. Going to run it through the die cut machine. There we have the cuts. One pass. Oops. So that's the second part of the die. Alrighty, and then now we're going to start piecing. So the yellow is number 2. Let me get my little pick. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, if you have a hard time seeing, get yourself some readers. This one I got at Walmart. This is like 1.5. I'm going to put them on now because I can't see a thing. You got to get some readers sometimes when these things get, you know. And I'm just going to stick it down. So the base of the tree, the lights. As a matter of fact, you really, oh, okay. This little piece here covers those lights there. So I used glitter the first time around. This time I'm using cardstock. I'm only going to do glitter. Still have to do my glitter, but you know, on certain parts. This is going to go here. So wherever you see yellow in the main picture is where you want yellow to be. So if you wanted it to be white, you can change it, of course. So it's like a little puzzle. And I'm going to speed up the video here. See, when you use the adhesive sheets, it holds it in place. The adhesive sheets hold the shapes in place. There's no residue. This is just a piece of nothing, but there's no residue. There's no sticky residue, nothing like that. Just using the pokey tool to lift off the sheet because sometimes with the pressure of the machine, it presses, they kind of press together. This is where see how it comes in handy. And then, oh, there's a little nib here. There we go. Get rid of that. This one is this one. And this kind of keeps, the good thing about keeping this together as well, it kind of keeps it in the order that it goes. So these are on the right side. These are on the left side. You know what I mean? So the adhesive sheet also adds more weight to your paper. So when you run it, it comes out in one piece. That's another added bonus or benefit. It's not all popped out and flying everywhere. See how nice this is? It's just like, it's just easy for me. I don't know, I can't use those reverse ones. And people love them, but I guess for them it's easy. But for me, it's just like, I just need it to be straightforward, even though this has a little hook. But it feels really good in my hand and, you know, really ergonomic, I guess. All right, so we did yellow. Number 3 now is the buildings, brown. Tells you the color right there, brown. But it doesn't tell you the order. There we go, over the lights. Okay, so that's layer 3, which we got the brown over the lights. Let me center this a little bit better here, okay? Now, next up, so I went with a lighter building so you guys can see it easier here on the camera. Number 4, step 4 is white, snow. And for the snow, see, step 4. For the snow, what I did, last time I used my favorite, you know, my little scrap glitter cardstock from Michaels. You can use that if you want glittery snow. But this time, because I know not everybody loves glitter, so for those people who don't love glitter, I also got this from Michaels, which is Holiday Shimmer cardstock. So it has a very low pearl luster. So that's the gray. There's the white that I use for the snow. Probably will have these hot buy paper pads again for $4.99. Get some. Don't buy it now when it's at full price. So here I already have the die all prepped out. This is going to be this whole length of stuff. And because I added the metal shim, see how it etched into it even more? That's the good stuff. That keeps your sanity when you're putting together this project. It becomes a project. It does. All right, so this is the bottom part that goes the whole length. All these little pieces here, just keep everything together. That's why it's nice when it stays on the sheet, because then you don't lose any bits. And I also popped this here, so you can use like white paper or something that where you can see everything in case something goes flying. You can find it. Adhesive. Don't worry about covering up the tree, because you're going to cover it anyway. Like this part, I didn't understand why the tree needed to be there. It really didn't. Okay, so see how it lines up? It's lining up with the building. Hold on, let me show you what I'm saying. There we go. There we go. This is lining up here. This is lining up here. Just trail the bottom. Right there. Right there. All the way out to the end. Right here. And this one all the way out to here. You may leave a little bit of building, it's okay. There we go. All the way out. There we have the snow. Doesn't look bad. Kind of look nice, right? As opposed to the glitter. See the difference? Subtle. Subtle, but still glittery-ish. This is going to be the whole of this right here. Take your pick and remove the adhesive when you just can't be bothered with the fingernail. this here. Go like so. Run it. What do you want to run it on? Is the building, not at the building, but on the top here. So what do I mean? You're not going to attach it to this because the gray is also part of the structure. It needs to be, there we go. You see how I'm doing it? I'm just following the edge. There. Cute, 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 cute. Okay, so now you can make up your mind. Do you like it light brown, or do you like it the way that the dye that is supposed to be? You can do your buildings in gray too if you want. You could do gray, like a lighter shade of gray or a darker shade of gray here and then a lighter shade here. Anything. But just get the hang of it first before you start, you know, exploring too much and then you get frustrated and you're like, ah, forget this. Here. Now we have a little bit of bits here. Let me cut it down so that's all that's left. And now we're going to line up. Here now is where I would use the reference back to this to know the next piece of white is that, these little bits here. So I don't have to guess. Piece is this little straight piece which came off and the adhesive stayed. Alrighty, this goes right in here. There we go. Snow done. Yay for the snow. Okay, so that's the finish compared to this one. It doesn't look bad that way either, but of course Tim wanted to make it go even more. So next up, step number 5. Blue ice. So the ice is what covers right here, and it does say blue on the back. So you can do a different shade of white if you want. It does tell you that it should be blue. See how it says blue? So I use the blue shimmer from the cardstock. I already have it ready here to go. I'm going to now cut it. There we go. That's the ice. It doesn't look like ice, it looks like a web. And then this shows you the order that everything goes in. So these two will be there. So I'm back. Let's do a quick recap. So I'm halfway done now. Let me show you the dyes that I used so far. Dye 1, the base, which is gray. Dye 2, yellow for the lights. To me, I don't know if you need this. You can just, don't put the tree, just clip off this little edge here and stick it down. I don't know why we did the tree. So that's dye 2. Dye 3 is brown, and that one is this one, which is the buildings. So that's dye 3, brown. So you can just make a list. I would make a list and keep it in here with the dye, which is what I did anyway. Dye 4 is this one, which is the snow. And the snow, you can do the white snow. And then dye 5, I call it ice. Yeah, like where they would skate around and stuff. So you could either, you know, do a different shade of white, maybe do shimmer white along with plain white. You have lots of options, however you want to do it. So those are the dyes in order so far. Now we're down to the last 2, which are only these. Haha, it's almost done, almost done. This one, which gives you the lights behind the tree. This one says yellow, which I'm going to do in gold foil, because I want to do gold foil for the ornaments. So here you have the ornaments. See how you have the ornaments there? That's the color. So if you wanted red ornaments, then you'd put a piece of red. But I also did gold foil because I want the star to shine. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. And you know, this is a great dye, and when you buy it on sale at Hobby Lobby, it's even a better dye. Yeah. I was so happy when I saw it there because I watched, Tim Holtz does these Facebook Lives and he showed it and I was like, oh, that's nice. That's neat. So I knew I wanted to get it. I just didn't want to pay $30 for it. Because then if you're going to buy it at full price, then you're going to be like, how many times am I going to really use this? Maybe I'll skip it. Maybe I'll just get the diorama instead. And you know how it gets. You know how we crafters get. There we go with the gold. So this is step 6. Is just the tree lights. And it sticks right here. And goes, just line it up with the existing star. Oh, maybe that's why. No, there is the gray in the background. You really? Okay. So now we have a bunch of layers of cardstock. It starts to get thick, but I still like my 110 pound as the base. You know, build it on a strong foundation. That type of thing. So that's die number 6. Die number 7 now is this one. Stuck to my magnet right here. And this is that Anna Griffin. This is not Anna Griffin. This is just regular gold foil that I bought from Joann's. Is the brand Park Lane? I think it's Park Lane. At Joann's. Really nice gold foil cardstock. Look at that. So the first time I did a darker green. This time I'm doing a lighter green, and they're both Anna Griffin foil. I really like Anna Griffin's foil cardstock. They're not too over the top. They come in these nice little 5x7 sizes, or you can buy a big pack, but you get more variety in the smaller. And you can use them for her cards too, card base. Now here, again, right side, left side. That part I do like. I appreciate that. That the die does cut in order. And right here you're going to see some little right there in the snow. That's where the, let me get you clear. That's where you're going to put the die. Right there in the snow. You see? Next one goes right there. Cuts move from right to left. That can also help you put it together. And we are right there. Done. So here is the tone in a lighter color, and here is the original. Oh, I guess this is not a heart. I guess it's just a clock. Duh. It's a clock. Alrighty, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. This measures, I know I've given you the measurement. This is not my third time giving you the measurement, but I give it to you again. 7 inches wide, tallest point, almost 2 3/4 to 3 inches tall. So if you're going to put this on a card, it would have to be a 5 by 7 wide, or cut it down, you know, to put it on an A2, you know, the 4 1/4 wide. Cute, 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 cute. I like both. Now my next up, I think I'm going to do like a pink, but I can't figure the pink yet. One day, maybe pink and gray, that can work. Pink and silver. We'll see. Alrighty, folks, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is a great die available at Hobby Lobby and everywhere else too. I'll link it below for Amazon and scrapbook.com because I've seen both places have it too. I'll also link, I love this little tool. And I think I did link the pokey tool. I did find it one time, but these are things, this is something that sells out very, very quickly. So, alrighty, until the next video, stay crafty, my friends. Bye.